bad. Almost bad. Almost bad. Let's see. We're live. Do we have some? Oh, sound works. It's a beautiful thing. Good morning. Good morning, sir. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Give me 1 second to send this out. What up, Joe? Did you get that payout this week? No pressure. It's testing you? I kind of had a feeling it might. I kind of had a feeling of that. Oh, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Maybe 6 feet. Ain't sure fall down. All right, let me get this sent out and then we'll jump into a little bit of a plan for this morning. A little linky link. All right, sweet. That should be getting posted. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's dive in. Take a look at this. We got ours born here. Show you on stream. Oh, I got you. Hold on. Voice call. Oh, shit. Yo, you got me? Say what?
I said, what up, bro? My volume's going to be light today because my dog's taking a nap.
The little new puppy?
Mr. Wrigley, baby.
That should be the whole stream.
Are these, what do you mean?
Just have a little camera of the dog just chilling, sleeping.
his own little camera just napping. That'll get
Dude,
some viewers.
you can't be upset or impatient when you're just watching a little puppy sleep.
That's right. That would be therapeutic. I can get that. I can get that going. Mr. Wrigley and Ranger got their own little cam.
Dude, Ranger's a freaking menace.
Ranger needs a GoPro. Dude, Wrigley's a menace. That fucker had me up at 6 a.m. and he was feral. I had to feed him early because he was just going wild.
My freaking the youngest baby had us up at 6 a.m. freaking whining and crying. I'm like, bro, he's still sick, dude.
Before these, I want to talk about that. But before the markets open, what are we thinking, man? I'm liking some of these names, like let's call it Microsoft, Google, and it looks like it wants to gap over those levels from yesterday. Is that worth a long?
I mean, so the problem we kind of have is,
Tesla is another one. Those are
yeah,
the
I
three I'm
mean,
watching.
so like for the overall landscape is we've got options expiration, we've got futures rollover, all that stuff today. We're at 194,000 contracts for the S&Ps. Um,
Little low.
the one name I do like at the moment, I do like Tesla. I think that's potentially on the board here. We've got just this level right above at 490.67s that I think if we can take that out, we could see a pretty decent move. Um, in terms of like Meta and a couple other names, I don't love.
Microsoft and Google were the two, but yeah, it just Meta probably looks the same.
Yeah, I don't love the Meta daily where it's at now. Like I feel if it if it had gone a little bit further yesterday and kind of been able to push up through like the 674 area, give or take, um, I think that daily would have looked a little bit better. That
Mhm.
weird topping tail that's on there, obviously that's fake. I think kind of makes it look a little wonky as well.
Microsoft probably needs over 489.98 if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Google. I don't. So I don't know if Google pulls an Oracle or not.
And goes massive parabolic
No, meaning it just comes right back down.
crashes. Yeah.
Like if I'm looking at Google and I'm looking at Oracle, like Google's right now at like where Oracle was at 280. You know what I mean? Like back over in
Yep.
late September, early October, and it's also so close to 300 bucks for options expiration. It just kind of makes sense that we really don't go anywhere in there today. That's why that's why at the moment like Tesla's kind of my favorite because it's like
Gonna
yeah,
keep
it
me
could
out of
probably go to 500 bucks.
keep me out of trouble. Tesla 500. Those are the cons I got pulled up.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense that that like trades there today and probably pins. Um, everything else I think is kind of like AMD is super close to 200, Nvidia is basically right at 175. Meta I don't really think has anything like close enough that it matters. And there's nothing super standoutish on open interest. I mean, there's 14,000 contracts at like the 670s, which is one of the largest on the board. Obviously, 700s at like 17,000, 18,000, but
I
I
think it'd
don't
be
think there's
different
enough.
too. You'd have a different tone if we were gapping over like basically the daily yesterday, correct?
Yeah, that's the other thing is just market in general is we really should have held and probably done a lot more yesterday. That's going to be the other piece for me today too is like is market really going to make the move today? Like do we get this rally, up towards 517s and kind of do the whole thing? Um
Over over 362.75 on Nasdaq. It's gonna be hard not to long for me.
I agree, but at the same time I'm also looking at S&Ps and it's like we kind of have to wait till up over 69.75s.
Right.
So it's like we got to rally 30 points before I'm technically permitted for longs.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if we do get some type of divergence, then, I'd be open to the idea. But It's also just not my favorite spot on the charts in general. So,
Yeah. Yep.
well, we're gonna see what we
Definitely
can
not a
do.
day. Definitely not a day to push it. But I was like looking, I was like, man, if we gap over these levels, Microsoft, Tesla, and Microsoft, I'm gonna be bullshit. It's already getting up there. Yeah, that 489.98 above that, I feel like it has a ton of room. It's trying to do it. So those
Yeah,
are the three relative strengths. See what happens for me: Tesla, Microsoft, and Google.
ZV's asking. He said I got into Lulu 210 puts from yesterday. Do I exit it open? I have a feeling we can drop a lot more. I mean, you're
Trail
gonna
it.
lose some premium for sure at the open. There's gonna be some premium that comes out of that. I mean, there's room on this chart to 209.87s. I think you honestly have to let it open and trade for a minute.
I think I'm just gonna take Tesla right at the open for YOLO.
All right, you got 10 seconds. Fire away.
That's what you guys came to see, right?
Start shooting them off.
I really want to, but open below the level. Tesla did. Fuck is Microsoft? Why is it not? Oh yeah, Microsoft open below. Google open below. Tesla ripping already. Darn damn it. Those contracts come back to $1. I'm gonna buy them. They probably don't though. NQ breaking pre-market highs.
Dow
Just
is
still within
ripping.
it. Dow's pumping. Everything's pumping. Index wise. I said I'd buy them at $1, and I think they just went there, and I didn't do it. I gotta lock. I gotta lock the fuck in.
I like the strength there in the Dow. Russell making a nice move back as well. I guess if we can see an early pullback, maybe like a little 5 minute 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we'll set a divergence. We could be permitted to try that. The Dow has an interesting looking thing where we couldn't quite poke yesterday's highs, but then came down and poked yesterday's lows. Now trying to recover and kind of get back up over this 460-ish area.
I really think I should just YOLO Tesla, but I'm gonna hold my hands for a little bit, and I got a little too excited this morning.
Don't do that.
Nvidia, nice gap over red. Daily 1, 2, 3. Daily's in a downtrend. That thing could pop a lot. I feel like if it wants to 182. Damn, everything's been boner bars except for
Yeah,
Tesla.
except for Tesla. I don't want to chase either.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen this kind of same thing. I mean, essentially we saw it yesterday. We saw it Wednesday. Like we get that first initial rally, and then it ends up giving it up at some point during the day. It's like, one, is today going to be any different? And two, if it is, then there should be an entry from a trend perspective at some point, you would think.
Yeah, there always is.
I might look to see if we can't get a little Dow pullback. 9:33. We got a couple
Divergent.
minutes.
What time do we officially put that divergence in yesterday? It was obviously a couple hours after, but that was so pretty, and that's basically what you said. It was just a little late.
It was at noon. I was like 2 hours off.
2 hours off.
Yeah.
Nvidia's getting over that 178.26. Well, just tested it.
Tesla
Google's
playing
better.
some games.
Tesla's playing some games. Google's better over 303.83. That was my plan. Microsoft's better. I already mentioned the level up there, so I'm staying out of those. Tesla's the only tempting one, but I'm still holding my hands. Where are those weeklies on indexes? Yeah, do you think that weekly closes green? Is the question.
For what?
NQ and ES.
Oh, I think so. That's been my like thought process all week, but
Right, right.
I thought we would trade down Tuesday, not Wednesday, and then I thought we'd had more time to rally at the end of the week, but they can make up for lost time.
I'm officially putting a YOLO in. 69 bucks on those Tesla 500s. It's probably a loser, but I want to itch a little something.
There's a
But then the
2 minute.
real trade will be a pullback in Nasdaq, hopefully.
There's a 2 minute 1, 2, 3 there in the Dow.
Hard to long with those 5-minute bars there.
Should have been a cowboy.
I just got filled.
What you got?
The Tesla 500s for 69 bucks.
Sell them at $4.20.
You fucking got it, bud. I already got the limit in.
The math is the math.
Yeah, all I do is buy contracts for 69 and sell them for 420. I should come out with a PDF playbook and it's just 69 to 420.
Just sell a course, $420.69.
And the title is literally 69 to 420.
That's what we should make the trader funding challenge. It's $420.69.
What is it right now? Like 500?
No, I think it's like $100.
Oh.
I never promoted it though.
I know you didn't.
I wasn't happy with the videos in it.
All right, well, I took my YOLO. Now let's get an actual trade. Everything's trying to pull back here. The question is, do we just take out NASDAQ highs there and start to fail? Go back into the range and close red on the week. That's the
It kind of popped up. Pretty much right into where we needed to for the Russell. Kind of coming off that a little bit. I like the idea of a Dow, like little 5-minute 1, 2, 3 up here. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
NASDAQ trying to do a little shimmy.
Chart still work, that'd be great.
From a gap perspective, I like NVIDIA the best as far as relative strength. Assuming that this downtrend ends here, which is the same trade I took, or the same idea I had. No, I'm tripping. That was Amazon I took. But yeah, I think these weeklies start to pivot. It could set a higher low here. I think I'm going to avoid it.
NASDAQ here trying to do a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Like an old fashioned storybook, living on love.
Buying on time without nobody, boy, it ain't worth a dime.
Doesn't take much. You get enough. Living on love.
That's a fun classic. 2 minute video is about to trigger. I'm looking at these 178s. They're $115. Stops would be $84. If you think it pops, which I do, but I'm scared to take it for some reason. There's the trigger. Right at this 178.26 level.
We got a strong move there out of
NASDAQ.
I was gonna say S&Ps and Nasdaq kind of coming back up there. Not so much though in the Dow here. This would have to hold like right in through here and then start pushing back up through 545s, 550s to really make it worth anything. I kind of don't mind the Russell though. Buying time, nothing worth a damn. Do we play for catch up though? Is the only. It's the only thing.
Hey, don't ask questions you don't want answers to. You know my answer on that. RTY and YM will stab you in the back. They'll stab you in the heart, damn it, while they look you in the eyes.
100% of the time it works, 0% of the time, so. Decisions. Simple.
Hey, not a
I'm gonna,
huge squad watching, but
I'm gonna take a little
give it
Russell.
they'll like on a YouTube, would you? Do it for MLT.
I'm gonna take a little Russell here.
I bet. Fucking pump it.
And it
Stops
might be
this
like
little
an immediate stop.
hard stops at the pivot.
Yeah, at those lows. Doesn't work.
Tesla's getting wrecked.
Yeah, I see that. 482s.
There's pre-market lows on Tesla, so hopefully it does something here.
The Dow's not terrible either, but it's got some work to do. I like the Russell. Where does it go is the question. If we can push up through these highs,
Yeah, that Russell looks good.
I kind of think we try and go for 64.70s.
The video's looking good. Anybody took that?
We have 55.30s above, but I think we go for more. If the Dow doesn't hold this 5-minute 1, 2, 3,
Set lows.
well, I'm thinking if market pushes and Dow really can't participate and kind of come with, it might come down later and set the divergence. Because it's not looking great, honestly. I don't know what's so weak in the Dow at the moment, but whatever it is, it's holding us from really getting any movement. Bottle of wine. Would it change your mind?
He's getting caught up on. I mean, we'll see. Tesla could obviously still recover. Those contracts just got cut in half, dropped down to $30. I have my finger on the trigger to buy a couple more, but I was just gonna say it might be a case of getting caught up on a ticker that wasn't really set up, where the real setup was NVIDIA that I called out, and that's probably gonna work.
Yeah, we did
Everybody,
that 490, 20, 490.67s.
Yeah, it needs over that for sure.
Nasdaq pushing those 517s now. Just that little high from the other day, a little pivot high.
Yep, Nasdaq, good pop there on that pivot. Yes, into that level. Let's just keep trending.
Go Russell. My goal is to just try and get a position, which I have in the Russell, and then not have to do a thing with it the rest of the day. That's my thinking.
A little 2 minute 1, 2, 3 on Nasdaq was it.
Yeah, I know. We just didn't have anything to work with. A little harder. Get a little less sleep at night.
Hopefully
2
we get
dozen
back.
roses
I
would
think
it
so.
change your mind. What you know about that song?
Even though that'll fuck up the trend. Sing it again.
2 dozen roses would it change your mind?
I don't know if I know that one. Try to keep singing it.
Um, hold on. Get a little less sleep at night. If I had 2 dozen roses, would it change your mind?
You know that one, my G. You got me.
You don't know that one?
Who is it?
Bro, 2 dozen roses by Shenandoah?
I don't think I know that one, bro. Send it in chat.
Bro, you sing that one to your lady tonight, y'all gonna have a baby on top of that little puppy.
That's a little love letter or what?
It's just like a 90s like romance song.
Yeah.
Let me see if they got it on. They gotta have it on YouTube.
Little divergence up here. YM didn't make highs, I don't think. Yep. The video looks really good though. Hopefully someone took that. Anybody take that? Probably not, but nothing crazy yet, but it's gonna be over 5 hours in the target. If it works. I'm gonna have to listen to this off stream. Actually, let me just see if I know it.
We might have to buy S&Ps on a pullback here to 69.75s because the Russell and the Dow are not one to participate.
I don't know that song, but it sounds epic. Definitely sounds 90. 80s. All right, Tesla. What the hell you doing? Why the hell did I get suckered into doing a YOLO? Yeah. No, I'm not tripping. For Apex 100K, you pull profit after 6K, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, 6,500,
Like
I think. You need the buffer or whatever it is.
right.
I'm gonna close the Russell. We'll give it this little low that we just had there at 43.70s.
Is deck still popping? Nvidia's still popping. Ooh, Google's trying to get over that level that I wanted. What do those contracts look like?
This NASDAQ move is kind of pissing me off, low key.
Looking at these
I wouldn't be as upset though if Russell was like 25.55s, but the fact that NASDAQ's doing what it's doing and Russell can't even move is.
those Google 310s are really cheap. I don't know if it gets the pop today, but probably wait for a confirmation close retest. Like $8. Might not be nothing. Let's wait for a pullback and see where we're at.
That's what I'm looking for now on S&Ps here. The question is it going to be too early, or do we time that S&P pullback? I mean, potentially this takes a lot of the work, but an S&P pullback to 69.75s with maybe a Russell or Dow divergence. We've been trying to break through this for a couple days now, at least.
Well, not one of you fuckers liked the video, so thanks a lot for that.
You said nobody liked the video?
I'm the only one that liked the YouTube when I asked. So shout out to you guys, man. I'll go fuck myself.
We appreciate the love and support.
No, I liked it, Christian. You're a liar. I'm the one like that's on there.
I show 7 likes.
You see 7?
Yeah.
Oh, then I love you guys. Thank you. I only see 1. What the hell is that all about?
He's badgering everybody and they all liked it.
No, I'm the fucking jack off. My bad, my bad. Give me grace.
Fucking Grinch over there. Trying to steal the Christmas spirit.
We should do a little holiday stream.
I should dye my beard white for a day. Pop on at Christmas. For $420.69. You can call me. I'll pretend to be Santa for your kids.
Damn, those NVIDIA contracts actually, I wasn't even watching them, but the contracts got crazy volatile. It went almost 5 hours when the price only went like 3 hours. Called them out at 115. They popped up to 250. Stop was 84.
Oh, a decent little move. I wonder if not Nvidia. I wonder if Netflix wants to go to 100.
The downside?
I don't love the.
Oh, to the upside.
I don't love it, but
Yeah.
just the idea maybe that it goes there's.
No, fuck all that. We ain't long in nothing for Netflix until 97.14. If that. But with that being said, it probably does what you want to do. I'm down to long NASDAQ off of 505s on the pullback. Google's really enticing too.
Yeah, I wonder if Russell or Dow is done. If we're not going to get the divergence, if we just kind of shimmy back under there. We lost like 2 points on Russell, so we kind of cut the risk in half basically. I still don't love it. But also, if we run away on the day and play catch up out of these two, then I don't know what the entry would be from that point forward. And the Dow's kind of rallying back nicely there. It's got a pretty decent little consolidation zone here, 75 points wide though. I just don't love the. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait still. I want the long overall. And I don't feel like NASDAQ really gave it to us, unfortunately. It had to be more aggressive than I wanted, like around 450s. That's kind of been the theme of the week for me, though, unfortunately.
Need to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, in order to get the trades I wanted, I had to be a little bit more aggressive. Like not getting the divergence yesterday, etc. Russell is back. Basically a little bit above our entry now. I mean, I'm flat in there, but it's got a nice little 15-minute bottoming tail in place. NASDAQ acting like it wants a little bit of a pullback here. S&P has just popped a new highs though. Write this down, take a little note. Mind you, in case you didn't know. I don't want you to go.
Baby, write this down.
Another day, keep them close by, don't you let it fade away.
You remember what I forgot to say.
Write this down.
I almost started belting, but I remember my doggles.
Little George Strait.
Now that shit right there. You got a favorite George Strait song?
Dude, that's tough.
I know it's so hard. I always go with blame it all on my roots.
I showed up in boots. Yeah.
You black tie.
He's just got tough. He's got tough lyrics, dude.
Sure. It's for sure so hard. I want to grab another Tesla down here just because I'm an idiot, but it's either a genius move or an idiot move. But I'm not going to. He did want a YOLO, I think. I don't know. I think Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA. I don't think you can go wrong if we rally. To be honest. NVIDIA is still looking really good. You can trail that thing at 170 now if you took it.
We legit can't get the pullback to 69.75s for S&Ps.
No, or NASDAQ 505s. It's got to. It's going to do a shimmy. Otherwise,
there's a little 2-minute idea here on the Russell, which is like 4-point stop. I don't trust that at the moment still.
I gotta.
I'm gonna wait. There's nothing I have to do right here. I want to be long something, and I'm honestly not picky, super picky as to what it is. I just don't have the entry really in anything.
You know, I just thought of, and maybe it's a funny content, which is like, I just want something, like to that whole point. I just want something. You know that Mr. Deeds scene where he's like, "Can we get the kid a Happy Meal?" It's like, "Can we get the kid a bicep up?"
Mr. Deeds, dude.
That's not Mr. Deeds. It's Big Daddy. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Mr. Deeds is still a good one though.
No, those two are definitely top tier.
Adam Sandler is.
French fries and Oreos. You know me too well, Deeds.
He said that man's got pretty blue eyes. One blue this way, one blue that way.
Never heard that.
You never heard that?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah. That used to be the thing you'd say to somebody that had like a lazy eye or whatever. Shit, half the stuff we used to say, we probably get in
There's
trouble for now.
there's NASDAQ 2 minute. I think you already called it out.
I kind of want a little Dow and just the stop's just so big though. It's like 70 points. I don't want to risk 70 points on the Dow.
You can't take something that big.
It's too much girth. You could take the 2 minute and just put stops under like 33s, but oh, we got 10 a.m. news announcement.
About
No,
to say
right?
that was a little something.
I don't think we have. I don't think we have anything, right?
There's Nvidia for 5 hours if you took that trade, which I did not, like a dum dum. But I called it out. Hopefully someone took it. I hope to God. NASDAQ 2 minute popping.
This is, I can't even buy a trade.
Say again.
I said I can't even buy a trade.
What what do you mean?
Like yesterday, couldn't get my divergence that I wanted. Today we can't get the pullback to test the level that I want.
We gotta get a pullback, bro. I'm not trusting this. We're not just gonna trend right now. That's just a fake out. We'll come back and get those highs, hopefully. Otherwise, I hope it doesn't get ugly.
I was gonna say the only other problem becomes is if it's like a typical OPEX day and we just go higher and then lower to take out lows and then back through highs. That's going to be just absolutely atrocious. Let's go, Joe. Go work, dude.
Took that first 2 minute and just got my payout on my 100 and got to pay out on my 150 finally. Let's go. Beautiful. You took that first 2 minute just now or earlier, that kind of 1, 2, 3, 2 minute? Just curious. Well, my 3 long watches, Microsoft, Tesla, and Google, haven't gotten above the level yet. Nvidia, that made the watch list over the level, is the only thing that actually presented something that is trending. Everything made new highs on indexes. I wish something, well, I guess that's good for longs, right? If we want to play the next pullback, we prefer everything to make highs here, like we did.
Yeah, there's no divergence at the moment. I'm kind of watching this 15 minute on the Russell. See if we don't trade under 47.80s, which we're currently doing. And then look to see if we can't get back up through like 49s.
Swung Apple for next week. It's not doing nothing. I really would love that weekly bar to close green. That would be awesome.
You could try Russell here again. It's about a 2 point stop. anything under like 47s, it's super super tight. If we don't make the move, then it's gonna fail. But um, it's tough with Nasdaq putting in that topping tail, but it's there.
I'm gonna put that damn beanie on, fucking with my hair, my head. Yeah, that 5 minutes up until I'm purdy.
Same kind of trade on the Dow here would be stops under like 556s. It's about 30 points.
ZV, did you trail Lulu? 5 minute trail would have worked good. It never broke a high bar. Could have got tripped out in that first 5 minute though.
Yeah, it's almost there. Almost the targets.
I just remembered. I just took a look. I was wondering if it was trending or whatever.
Come back to this
All right, bars
place.
closed green.
Never taste strawberry wine.
17, hot July moon.
I'm proud that you know this one.
Oh, come on. I know 99%. The other one was a little hidden. I don't even know those guys. Shin, how do you say his name? Like a
Shenandoah.
group? It's a group.
It's Shenandoah. The only reason I know about it is
They're still
Shenandoah Valley is where I grew up at.
they're still touring. Are they older or newer?
Nah, dude, they're old.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, they sound 90s, but if they're still touring, that's impressive.
They were old when I was young.
Funny. I feel like old people. I don't know. Is it just me or I feel like I look at pictures with my grandma like 30 years ago, and she looks like older than she does now. Does that make sense?
Dude, I've had this same exact conversation with Emily like I don't know how many times.
It's like, why did everyone look so much older than they do now? I don't know what that is.
We were trying to figure out the age of some of like my family is huge because my dad's one of 11, um, and my mom was one of 11.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah, but yeah, we were just like trying to figure a couple people out, and I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't know, I was like, they've been old like my whole life. Like my earliest memories of some of like my aunts and uncles, they were freaking old. I think I forget what there was. I think there's 29 years between the first sibling and my dad's youngest brother. I think that's what it is. It's 29 years or something like that.
That is crazy.
Dude,
I can barely handle two fucking dogs.
right? 11 freaking kids. I hear news stories all the time, dude.
I bet. That's like also my favorite thing to do as an adult now is like just talking to old people and get them to tell stories and like number one, hearing the fun stories, but also like seeing them light up. And maybe I've already said this, but seeing them light up and like get back, like go back to that moment. You know what I mean? It's like 70 years ago. It's like, how do you remember that? It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Brain is so crazy.
We went my so my dad's side was four different dudes um for the 11 different kids. But my grandma used to have this she hired a nanny that lived with them, and so we went and visited her. She's up at a nursing home back in Virginia. We went and visited and hung out with her for a little bit while we were uh, while we were back the other weekend. and she was just telling me new stories that like I hadn't even heard, and it was just Emily that she she kind of like started going downhill like physically a while ago. So Emily hadn't even met her before, and I mean, shit, we've been together for like 15 years. But yeah, she was
One of your aunts?
no, she was my dad's nanny back in the day.
Oh, nice. And she told some stories you haven't heard before?
Oh yeah, yeah. She came she came around when my dad was like 6 or 7, is what we figured out. I kind of like this Russell 2 minute 45 40s. I'm gonna try the Russell really small again. There's no trigger, no anything yet, and it probably better to wait for S&Ps to trade 69.75s. For some reason, I have a little feeling the Russell does the thing today. We got 5 minutes to let that 15-minute finish out, so I'm going to give it the little 2 point risk here to see if it'll do it. Yeah, 45 40s. It's going to be a tiny risk.
I'll join you if NASDAQ touches the level. Or just kind of breaks this pivot.
I'm out.
We did finally break those dailies, huh? That's 3 days of consolidation on NASDAQ and ES.
Oh no, that's the thing I'm looking at.
Google's popping. I think Google's got a lot of room over this level. Dang. I feel like it's so funny how we always think the market. I don't know. It's so the markets are just so funny. Like Google, those contracts, not a huge deal, but they're trading up at like 120, and I was like, let me get a pullback to 50. I literally put an alert at 48 cents to get an alert just to kind of look at Google because of that pivot. The low of it was 49 cents, and now they popped. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I feel like that happens like all the time. It's like, how do they know my one little fucking alert?
One penny.
I guess
One
I'm
penny.
just not alone. Everyone else, I don't know. But Google's got a ton of room.
It's crazy.
Do you feel the same way?
Oh, like how they'll mess with it by like 1 penny, 2 pennies.
Yeah, and it's like, why do they care about me?
Yeah. It feels like they're targeting you.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, those cons pop 50 bucks up to 180 already. This is all assuming that we trend today and everything keeps popping as far as all the relative strength ideas I've thrown out. NVIDIA did provide a 5R already, so that was a great day trade trim and then hold the rest, but I didn't take it. Let's get a pullback. Let's get a legitimate long that we can try to get in and hold.
That's what I'm trying. I tried it on the Russell. With a lick. Rangy got the short end of the stick.
Good one.
She's in love with the boy.
She's in love with the boy. There's NASDAQ to break this low? Not yet. The video harsh pullback. Dude, fucking Airbnb, bro. I'm such an idiot. I was saying fucking 4 years ago that I wanted to buy a bunch. I looked back at it and I did buy a little bit, but I ended up selling it. But that was such an easy play, dude. Like, how did we not fucking full port shares? That stock went absolutely nuclear. It was a fucking no-brainer. I guess there's been a lot of jump in Airbnb the last 2 years. I haven't even looked at it. When you buy stocks, do you go ahead?
I'd say the Dow's making a nice little move there. This was the move I wanted to see the Russell kind of finish out on this 15-minute bar with, as opposed to where it's currently set to about to close. Doesn't look as good. My charts are slow to switch. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing the same thing, but like switching between symbols, like I've already typed in the Russell and it still has yet to switch. There it goes, finally.
When you say type in, you like manually type it in, or you just mean click it?
I just type it in.
Oh, interesting.
I have a watch list as well on the side I can click, but I normally just type it. I don't know why.
Oh, that's interesting.
Look at the brains, you got the short end of the stick. You are too. Just to look at you, she's in love with the boy. New highs for the Dow. I think Dow's gonna lead the way. Nasdaq pulled back there.
Yeah, I did break that pivot. I got the alert.
I love a new little entry in the Russell here.
I just took one micro on my PA in NASDAQ. Fill was 46. Stops at that low. I'm thinking it's going to break that low again. If it does and does another shimmy, I'm going to get like maybe 3 micro, or excuse me, yeah, 3 micros, but
I'm kind of thinking we might break it as well.
I think so too, yeah.
I'd like to see S&Ps in the 69.75s, but
In NASDAQ into 505. No, it's not a technical level. I just got filled on Tesla as well. There's just a full risk that I wanted to put in there. So that's my full risk there. Don't do it. It's in a fucking downtrend and it needs over the level. But I've already made up my mind. I'm risking this amount of money and now I'm fully in.
I feel that. I feel that sometimes, actually. It's like, oh, this is stupid. Click.
I definitely still have yeah, I got it. Stop, no more YOLO type paper cuts.
You regret it more if it moves and you don't have it on.
That's the thing, yeah. But I've never regretted waiting for a setup and taking it versus just kind of taking it on a whim.
That's
Like I did
true.
with Tesla, yeah.
That is true.
In love with a boy. All right, I could fully ignore Tesla now. Let me just put some alerts up here if it wants to pop. NVIDIA might be along on the retest of the level if markets do want to pop. So that's the only thing I'm going to watch moving forward. And then I want NASDAQ. debating if I should get stopped out and re-enter, or if I should just. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get stopped out of the lows and re-enter on Nasdaq. Versus trying to double down. There's a divergence right here. Why I'm only highs? Did you already say that?
Yeah, I see it.
Little 2-minute filled buy setup on Nasdaq potentially. Well, no, 2-minute already filled. This is 2-minute downtrend. 5-minute did not trigger yet.
Hold on one second. Got a tinkle.
520 is the stop. Google's doing its thing. Did anybody take that? Should have took that for next week cons. But I'm gonna have to pop here in a second too.
Yeah, you want to know something I think that is absolutely absurd? I went to Starbucks this morning because, of course, the baby's not sleeping, so we got up early, all that nonsense. Where'd he go? He gone. He gone.
Hey, my bad. I had to jump to my Did we just front run 505? Yeah, we did. My dog's up, so I'm gonna have to jump. I appreciate you letting me join.
Yeah, appreciate you for coming on.
Hopefully we can get a little setup right here. I'm gonna take it with you. I'll try to listen in as well.
Let me see if S&Ps can't come down and trade the
Level.
level here.
Peace out, gang.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
No, appreciate you. Yep. I'll talk to you.
All right, peace. And gold's got this interesting little 2-minute setup right in through here. The stop's 4 or 5 points, but it's kind of move. Oh, the Starbucks story? Yeah, so like it was like, hey, can you go get me a Starbucks this morning? I'm like, all right, I can do that. I go to Starbucks, 2 coffees, and 2 sandwiches. $24.98. $24.98 for 2 cups of coffee and 2 sandwiches. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That shit is outrageous. I feel like we should short Starbucks today for, it's down 1%. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was absolutely absurd. I don't know how much the food was, honestly. I was just, I mean, regardless, I was like flabbergasted at the fact that 2 coffees and 2 sandwiches is going to cost $25. $24.98. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. S&P is like 2 point front run. Nasdaq's down here in the area though. Kind of need S&Ps to pull back a little bit more. We traded 68.70s. You guys to be kidding me. I mean, I want the long now. I don't know. Nasdaq's pulling back a little bit further than I would like it to. Same thing with the Dow here now. I don't love it. I don't love it now. We got to try and hold a little bit better than this because this is not it at the moment. See if Russell popped those. Russell popped those lows? No, it did not. All right, S&Ps back up above the level now. It's a decent little hold there now. A good amount on NASDAQ. Somewhere around 25 points is going to be like the typical range in which you can kind of play with. Some trades obviously are going to be, 40, 50 points just depending on how much volatility and stuff we have. But for the most part, that's kind of the window I like to operate with, is right around 25 points. We traded 40 50s on that Russell. Pullback was 40 80s. Yeah, S&P's is right around there. That 4 or 5 point window. When we can be like spot on and we can do like 2, 3 points, like those are the money spots. Yeah, I know. That's the dilemma I'm having at the moment. Same thing in NASDAQ. The move's just too big. We're right back on that 69.75s here. If we're going to hold, this is going to be the spot. I kind of like the Russell. We came back and tested 69.75s almost to the tick. I took a little bit of Russell there. Entries are 45 40s as we were kind of coming back up off that low. NASDAQ trying to make the push. The S&Ps are probably the better long, honestly. The problem was going to be the trigger. Unless we just bought right off 69.75s, which I wasn't exactly wanting to do. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be in a good position here. S&Ps have a lot of room. That's the only thing. It sounds crazy, but we could see back to high a week. I don't think we're going to chop. It is certainly a possibility, but I do think if we can hold this 69.75s like we're doing, I think it's worth the idea that we run. And again, I could be completely off on the idea that we do that. And I could be completely off basis on choosing the Russell, which I can say that S&Ps are probably the better one, but at the moment I have some faith in the Russell. So that's the one I went with. We'll see here. We just got, I mean, the thing is, like, we made that whole rally this morning, which is also super interesting because ticks never really got above like 200-300 this morning. That move just now, we hit a high tick on the day of 502s. So we've got VIX pushing lower here. We got a new high tick on the day. We've got good vol spread. Like volume spread's actually over yesterday already. So I think we're in a good spot here. I think that's the low, quote unquote, if you will, for this morning move. And from here we can rally. It was timed pretty decently right at that, first hour close and all the stuff. So I like that as well. Now we just need to make the move. Somebody nothing ain't worth a dime. Like an old-fashioned story about walk through fire without blinking, and it doesn't take much. You get enough. About somebody nothing ain't worth a dime. Like an old-fashioned story about living on love. Can walk through fire without blinking, and it doesn't take much. I'd like to see Russell and Dow start to participate with the S&P Nasdaq move. This week's highs. So I think there's like 50 points the S&Ps can move from here. Probably should have bought the S&Ps off 69.75s and not the Russell, but that's where we're at the moment. So Russell, Dow, you guys got to start stepping up the pace here. Something weird going on with those two at the moment, just the way they're acting, the Russell and the Dow. Russell. How are you gonna get that nice little pop there and then do whatever this is now? Looking at charts, S&Ps is definitely the better option off 69.75s. Might make today more complicated than it needed to be, just by not picking the S&Ps there and taking the Russell instead. I'm open to another entry, a re-entry, if you will, whatever, in the Nasdaq. this 5-minute bottoming tail on the whole thing, that bar was like 54 points. So a little bit wider than I would like to see. Whatever this like Russell Dow movement is at the moment is just kind of funky to me. I don't. Part of me thinks, though, just the way it's trading, part of me thinks Dow just like rips like 150 points to the upside in like one bar or something. It just has that very thin look kind of going about it at the moment. Russell, on the other hand, does not have that same look. Russell's actually probably about to take me out here. That low was 42.40s. We just traded 42.40s again. If Russell somehow miraculously turned around here, I don't think it's going to happen, and started ripping, it would look really good. But at the moment, that 15-minute looks like it wants to fail, unfortunately. Now the Dow looks worse than the Russell. Russell actually trying to rally back here now. Like I said, if we can hold that, then it's gonna look really good if we can rip from there. I think the Russell's just teasing. S&P NASDAQ, little pullback there. S&P's and NASDAQ, pretty deep pullback so far. Russell says maybe. It's a bit of a battle going on here. A bit of a battle. Come on, Russell, you can do it. Just hang in there for me. Maybe we start talking nice to it. No. Don't go under 42s. Don't do it. Don't do it. NASDAQ might be done there. Russell is like trying to hang in there. I don't think it's going to be able to do it, but it's trying its best to hold on right there. It's losing it now. Yeah, no go. Well, that's unfortunate. S&P's short-lived rally there off of 69.75s. Did Russell really just break? I just broke this low from back here, 40 50s. I feel like the Russell's playing games with me. It's Friday, right? Friday, OPEX, yeah, the whole thing. Okay. Kind of looks like silver wants to go for those highs. Gold looks like it wants to break out as well. And part of me thinks Russell just ticked down under that 40 50 low there and then is good to go, which is really unfortunate. I think that's exactly what the Russell just did to me. I did. I got stopped, yeah. I did. I kind of think it was unnecessary though. But nothing I can do about that now. I know. Those are always the worst. I'm not gonna press it though. Like I'm just chilling. I'm watching gold. There's just no levels here. Is the only problem. It's that same area from yesterday though. We got that big pop from here yesterday. Set some alerts for gold and silver up here. 67.18s are those highs. The market hasn't made this tough, or hasn't made this easy. S&Ps are still holding 69.75s. Russell got the little shimmy on a 15-minute under that 40/50s and bounced. NASDAQ doesn't look the best of the four at the moment. Russell here hasn't really had the strength, though, to run on the day, which is the only kind of problem. So I don't love that piece of it. S&Ps kind of look like they want to come back and get new lows there. Yeah, I think that's setting up here at the moment. Silver with a hard bar there and gold still right at highs. S&Ps look like they're coming back down. This would be where RTY holds. I think we're just taking a little bit of time here. I feel like if we were actually gonna fail and do all that and kind of make the normal OPEX move and go back lower, I think we would have already started that by now. We just haven't done that yet, so and what a reversal back in silver there. Gold is making new highs on the day again. Does this thing go back to yesterday's highs? Because that would be a nutty move. 44.0950s. I didn't set any alerts for up there. 44.09. 50s. That's a crazy move. It's like 30 couple points from here. Silver's got 20 couple cents here to go. They could go kind of parabolic though. Which would be a little nutty. These S&Ps kind of poking through those lows now. I want to push the button on S&Ps. And I'm second guessing myself now on this. What is that? That's silver making highs there. There's a re-entry here for S&Ps, maybe NASDAQ as well. I feel like I tripped myself up on that S&P entry there. Again. Da, da, da. Nice move out of gold. Silver's still pushing there too. The silver moves are ridiculous. I would like a little NASDAQ. I'm debating if we just take some here and give it stops kind of like under 70s. Or if we can wait on it a minute and let it try and rally, pull back, set a higher low type thing. At the same time, I also like the Dow here still, 5-minute chart. There's a 40-point stop loss on that. How am I going to like the Dow but not take the S&P entry that presented itself? That is the question. Two opportunities, two chances to buy off 69.75s. Zero S&P trades. I might be a tad bit retarded. Dow's now triggered. I look left, we go right. I look right, we go left. I'm like, this is crazy. I know. I said I had to be more aggressive, and then when the aggressive entry presented itself, I was like, nah, let me wait for a second and be a little bit more patient. Look, I'm not immune to the same exact things that everybody else is a part of. We're all in the same club of bullshit emotions that can get in the way. Yeah, I'm definitely super patient. It's gonna cost me today though. At the same time though, I'm also, it's not like, this is gonna sound funny. This isn't like real trading for me at the moment. I'm beating myself up because I just know better on that little shimmy there on 69.75s. Like I just know, I know that trade. I just know that trade really, really well. We've also got the hourly in our favor for that and everything else. So it's like, no, I mean, I actually do. I mean, I have a ton of shit going on. Family starts showing up today, but it is what it is. I mean, I should have executed better today. That's my only thing. The Epstein files are legally required to be released today. President Trump signed an executive order declaring the U.S. will return to the moon by 2028. Return. Establish parts of a lunar outpost by 2030 and then prepare for a journey to Mars. I guess like there's like this whole thing going around with funded ticks or something. I don't know. I guess they changed up a bunch of rules and deleted a bunch of people's profits that were on the books before the rule change from what it looks like I'm reading. I don't know. That's the only thing I see all over my Twitter is damn people going in on them. Oh, markets, I love you. Oh, markets. You took the S&P. It does make me feel better. It does. It makes me feel better. At least somebody got it. Oh, you're up 82 points, Reska? Nice. You took NASDAQ? I'm gonna say, where'd you get 82 points from? You must have snagged that thing right off like 465s or something. Hold on, I gotta make a quick phone call. Yeah, it's kind of ugly at the moment. I still think Russell does it. I kind of thought Russell and Dow do it all day, of course. I still kind of think that. Russell starting to make the push here. Russell's starting to move a little bit. No, I'm not in the Russell. I'm kicking myself again. Kicking myself again on that one. Yeah, unfortunately. I got tripped up out of the Russell down there, like pretty much on lows. Under 42s, the lows are 40-20s. It's like, I don't think Russell, the high was 25.50s. Yeah, we didn't quite break those highs. I think honestly, the more and more I look at it, the moment I like the Russell, I like the S&Ps, Nasdaq. I think is fine as well. I kind of think we're waiting for like an hourly 1, 2, 3 type of thing. The trend still makes sense overall at this point. So I'm kind of thinking that's still the direction in which we lean. Um, Russell making the move. Russell making the move. No surprise. No surprise there. Oh, man. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's the Russell breaking out and making highs over yesterday's highs. That's cool. What else would it be? What else would it be? So why not? Why not? Tell S&Ps to go to 6900s. Yeah, that's. I'd like to see it go to 6900s just for the fun of it at this point. Russell almost got up there to that 55s. Mm. It's a hard bar in the Russell. I don't know, 1138. I'm getting less and less interested, unfortunately. We took a couple stabs at it and just unable to capture it. It was just super unfortunate. So All right, we might call it a day. Military grade horseshit. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. We know that. Color of my hat. Oh, color of my hat's perfect. S&P's NASDAQ pulling back here. Green half a green. It's kind of green. It's like yellowish green. It's just my hair is like freaking crazy long and goes everywhere if I don't have a hat on. It's the longest my hair has ever been in my whole life. And NASDAQ coming all the way back down. Pushed up there 65 points or so, pull back now. We did get new highs on S&Ps and Russell there at 11:30 and nothing else did. feel like that's a Russell. A little Russell entry there. We got super close to that 55.30s though. 47.80s, about 2.5 points from right here. I'm gonna give her a small stab. I'm trying a small little piece of Russell here. And if we take this stop, then we're gonna call it a day. We'll be a little over 1 hour loss on the day, so nothing crazy. I'm working on this other project at the moment as well. But I do like the idea that that little 5 minute just kind of gave a little shimmy under there. It's about 2 hours if we go hit that 55.30s. And then from there, it's about 6 hours total if we can get to 64.70s. I got a feeling we might be starting to kind of wind down a bit today. I mean, a little shimmy starting to work at the moment. Let's see if we can't get up into 55.30s. Look to take some profits, and then we'll see if we can't hold the rest for higher. Bro, my playlist today has been filled with bangers. Oh man. Time is it 12:07? Alright. I got stuff to go do. So Russell, you need to go ahead and do your thing. Which your thing is to go to 5530s. 5530s. Por favor. Come on. Shit, come on. It's just 1 point over your highs of the day currently, 5420s. I'll even put orders at 5520s. You can front run by a tick, and we'll be okay with it. 5520s. 5520s. Gold's starting to work its way back up again now. Silver's cranking though. Um, oh, the level in the pre-market, it's just the open. I don't use it. I just, because I have the extended session on and what I'm showing on here, then it just automatically plots it there. The open for the Russell is technically 3280s, but the overnight session shows, 2370s or whatever it is. Oh, where'd that go? Come on, NASDAQ. Or Russell. Is this thing on? Uh, I gotta tinkle again. I'm going to tinkle again. All right. Do I also trade S&Ps on occasion, or do you like trading Nasdaq and Russell mostly? I trade everything. The S&Ps were probably the better trade of the day at the moment. That trade would be up about 18 points here off of 69.75s. And it provided an entry twice, and I just didn't pull the trigger on either one. So the idea, the goal was to get up through 69.75s, which was talked about in the pre-market in the morning, and then and get pullbacks into that, and then take longs. So basically exactly what we're doing, except for the fact that I don't have a position in it. So yeah, there's that. Nice. You caught the S&P too? Bro, you having a day. You having a day. Hold on, let me go tinkle. I'll be right back. there we go. On S&Ps, breaking out the new highs. I'd love for the Russell to just make the move. Excuse me. We can get up there to 55.20s. I'm going to front run that 55.30s. Get that out of the way. What's the high day here? 600 quarter. There we go. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Trump has an announcement at 1 p.m. Well, I'm hoping I'm gone by then. Russell would just hurry up and finish this out. Do I think there'll be volume in markets Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, I think Monday, Tuesday will be okay. What am I looking for? 55.20s. We're at new highs. What do we think? You think we get 55.20s? '53s. We got 54.40s on those highs. I'm really sitting here for 3 hours to make an extra 8 ticks in the damn Russell. Make that math make sense. We were 8 ticks away. We pulled back 20 couple ticks. Let's see if we can finally get to our target. We're basically back to a point over break even now. I love trading. It's terrible risk management on my part, by the way. I did have my order set up there, 55.20s. Obviously, we never traded that. Russell made new highs. S&Ps made new highs. Those are the only two markets to do so. Nasdaq's kind of chilling here at the moment, but that weekly looks like it could see another 100 points from here would put us at the highs from Monday there. 668 is that high up there. I'm gonna set. I'm wondering if we don't just put a trail in the Russell and see if it can't just run through 55s. It hasn't done it yet, obviously, and everything else is making the move around us, but if we can hold this pullback right here, we can get a stop in basically right at break even there. And it might make sense just to let it go ahead and either run away or stop at break even on the day. I mean, S&Ps have been moving. S&Ps are up 20 points from that 69.75s there. Nasdaq had a nice little move there, coming off like the 490s down there. Past couple of days, my like freaking viewer count on here has been getting stuck. I don't know what's up with that. I wonder if I need to like update this or whatever. All right, market made a new little low, or net, or Russell, sorry, I should say. 50/50s there. S&P's, Nasdaq, Dow did not. Might just take the Russell off. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what not to do. I get 8 ticks away from your target, thinking that we would only front run by a tick. That's unfortunate. And then let it pull back like 5 points on you. That's unfortunate. All right, I'm taking my stop on the Russell there. It's a little early. I'm just not going to give it all the way back down under 47.80s there. There's no point. I let it go from green to red. And it was that and the S&Ps were only two markets to make those new highs over there. when they did, so there's no reason to just leave that on for the purposes of leaving it on. Kind of an uneventful trading day for me, unfortunately. We took a couple stabs at the Russell and just unable to get it to make the move. We missed an entry as well that I just didn't pull the trigger on, and then same thing in the S&Ps. We had 2 entries in there. So it could have been a pretty decent day. We would have been somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5-ish R's in the S&Ps, which is kind of frustrating, to say the least. So my execution, my performance today could have been a whole lot better. I do attribute some of that to lack of sleep and sick kid and kind of all that stuff going on and life in general. So it is what it is, but would have certainly loved to have performed a little bit better on the day. So, yeah. Anyways, not the Friday stream I was kind of hoping for. We're down a little over 1 R on the day, so it's not anything crazy. But being green like 5 R's on the S&Ps would obviously be nice. So I think that just goes to show though that like one decent trade, you know, let's just say Monday, Tuesday, whether we trade Monday, Tuesday or not, I don't necessarily know just yet. But if we were to come in and find, you know, a 5R trade at some point next week or the following week, whatever, then the 1 R loss from today doesn't really matter, right? We'll be up 4 R's from that standpoint. So again, it's risk management. We traded smaller size on a couple of those as well because I was looking to see if we were going to be able to catch it, if we could get the big break, excuse me, and get up to like 64s, which was going to be like 20 couple points out of the Russell from down there where we had other injuries at. So, which is essentially exactly what the S&Ps gave. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. But yeah. Anyways, that's what I got for today. I am going to go. I got to make meatballs and a whole bunch of other stuff for the Christmas party here at the house tomorrow. So pray for me on that. We got like 30, 40 couple people. I forget what the number is at this point. Coming over, a bunch of kids and all that. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Anybody ever seen Dusty Slay? We're having a good time. But no, it'll be all right. So I'm going to go ahead and tune off. That was a overall good stream from a timeline, everything like that. A little 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I do think S&Ps and NASDAQ probably still continue to try and run today. And unfortunately, just not able to participate in it. So you win some, you lose some. Decent range on the day. Freaking 243 points on NASDAQ. Dusty? Yeah, Dusty is a G for sure. Drink wine and eat steak. And wear your green Santa hat. I don't actually have a Santa hat at all. I feel like I should. Like once you hit 30 plus, I feel like you got to have a Santa hat somewhere in the back of the closet. I, however, do not have one, so I might have to change that. And that's the problem with today's generation, right? No Santa hats in the back of the closet. I should have wore a Santa hat on stream. Who knows? We might come on stream next week and give some accounts away, and maybe I'll put on a Santa hat then and kind of go from there. But yeah, we'll definitely do something. You would have shifted Juju in the charts, yeah. I needed a little Juju shift today, apparently. Meanwhile, Russell kind of looks like now wants to go ahead and rally back up there and go on and go get the targets at this point. It's always fun. I love when markets do this. I'm talking shit, but honestly, I don't care. Yeah, Santa hat for the giveaway for sure. We might have to do that. All right. I'm out. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you need me, hit me up. And don't do anything dumb today. We'll talk before Christmas, but enjoy you guys' weekend at a minimum. So appreciate you guys. Peace.